If you have VTX, like this Rush Tank Solo, that you are 100% sure has built-in microphone and has audio working, but on your VRXs you are getting this. Maybe you tried with TBS Fusion, or maybe you bought Skyzone goggles and you have same issue with audio. There's either no audio, buzzing or hissing. The problem is, from 2024, now in 2025, manufacturers of analog modules are having issue with supplying electronic components. So they have shortage of electronic components, specifically ceramic filters, and they are shipping modules without audio support. So if you order, for example, TBS Fusion in 2025, you will not have audio, not because of firmware, but because it's missing a component. I have opened my module here, and you can see that in module number 1 and module number 2, actually receiver number 1 and receiver number 2, you have missing spot over here, and again missing spot over here that should be populated with ceramic filter. Same thing on Skyzone SteadyView receivers. If you bought Skyzone 04X goggles and you are not getting any sound, that is the issue. I sold my goggles last year because I didn't know better. I thought they were broken, but actually it's just with problem with the SteadyView receivers. So you see again here missing component, and here also will be missing component. This one is ceramic filter that I'm testing, but this one is not good. So I will show you now. If we look online, this is how the analog receiver from the past should look like. This blue component with 3 pins, this is the ceramic filter, and its job is to take the incoming 5.8 GHz frequency for the video and to separate 6.5 MHz audio carrier frequency. If you do not have this component, you will have to source ceramic filter yourself. I will post the link in the description. You need to order this one. You are searching for SFSH 6.5 MHz. It can look yellow, it can look blue, it doesn't matter. It needs to be F6.5 on it or L6.5. If you go on some forums and you find this Murata ceramic notch filter that they recommend you use, do not use it, because notch filter removes the frequency. You need one that splits the frequency. I ordered it anyway because I wanted to test it, and it is the one that I tried soldering on this SteadyView receiver. It's not working because it's not made for this purpose. I got full bag of these. I already trimmed some legs so it fits better. Honestly, I hoped this one would work because it's smaller physically and it would fit in the module, but these bigger ones that should be working are a little bit larger, a little bit thicker, and I will have to modify the RF shield. My first drone that I ever received as a gift was this Ishin 250 Racer, and it had built-in audio transmitting capabilities. So I'm used to flying with hearing propellers. I like to hear motors, I like to hear air, I like to hear what's going on with my aircraft. And we will first test it on Skyzone, later I will test it on TBS Fusion. I have high hopes for the Skyzone because if you can see, all the components for decoding and resistors, capacitors are all populated, so it's just missing the filter. But on the TBS Fusion there are more missing components. So you see here there are more empty spaces that need to be populated, so TBS Fusion might not work. But at least if the Skyzone is working, this is the newest. So if you order, for example, Skyzone, what are they called? Skyzone 04X, it should be same thing. So you would open the back cover, you would take out the module, take off the RF shield, and then you need to solder the components yourself. Now I will wait for the soldering iron to warm up, and then I will solder these two ceramic filters to my Skyzone M5, and we will test if we have audio. For the testing I will be using this spotter all-in-one, camera and transmitter, and it has a built-in microphone. Okay, so first what I did is I cut the piece of RF shield from one module and from the other module, so that when we put our ceramic filter it can fit. Okay, so I have finished. You can see my soldering. It's not the best, but it should work. So we have one module, second module. We have cut the RF shield so the filters can fit. Now I will clean up the solder paste and we will test them out. So we got the signal. It's in diversity mode. I don't know if it's working in mix, but it should work in diversity because it's either module 1 or module 2. Testing, 1, 2, 3. This is in mix mode. I already checked in diversity, it's working fine. So yeah, that should be it. I will now try with the TBS Fusion, and if it's working I will upload the video of it as well. Also, what I have found is on AliExpress you can get whole module. This is Skyzone from 2023 that has built-in filter, and it specifically says module with audio function, but it will be harder to replace it if you do not have hot air soldering station. But this is also an option and I will put it as a link in description.